And when the cops stopped looking, I just got the hell out of there. Hey, guys, welcome to another episode of The Rundown, your home for entertainment news by fans, for fans. I am your host, Chris Fagan, and we got a great show for you this week, and we got a little bit of a surprise, too. Right off the bat, I'll just let you guys know, we're going to talk a little bit. Oh, why is the screen so small? Don't worry, I'll fix that a little bit later. We're going to talk a little bit about the CEO of TikTok going to Congress. We're going to talk about the drama that's happening with Zachary, Levi, and The Rock. Is there really some drama there? I don't know. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. And we're going to talk later about the show, the movie that we all, everybody loves here. That's the John Wick, right here on The Rundown. Your home, like I said, your home for entertainment news by fans, for fans. Guys, thank you for joining us in the live chat. As always, once again, I'm your host, Chris Fagan. Joining me, of course, is Tabatha Jordan.
Don't seem like you're not excited about it, but hi, guys.
Miss Red Wedding over there. I won't say what I'm talking about, but
yeah, it's good times.
And navigating the show today is Joy Fagan. Hey, babe.
Hello.
And guys, we have a special guest joining us for the first time here in studio remotely this time, but hopefully one day we'll be having him in studio soon. Raul, I'm sorry, I just know him as Raul. What's the last name again? I'm sorry, brother.
Sanchez.
Raul Sanchez. Hey, how you doing, man? You want to introduce yourself to the channel and let everybody know what you do, where you're from, and what about yourself?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for having me. Appreciate you guys carving time to have me join you. Pretty much my background is, or actually what I'm doing today is we're crypto sluggers. So we're actually designing a metaverse legends museum.
Ooh.
So if you have any questions on blockchain technology and NFTs and the virtual immersive world, I'm the gentleman to do that. So that's it.
I got a lot of questions now. That sounds awesome. All right, guys, you know what it is. Normally on a Thursday, we usually go through entertainment news. We're going to talk in the third act. In the first act, we're going to talk about the headlines. Second act, we're going to talk about entertainment news, trending topic. Then we're going to move on to Act 3, where we do our review rankings and reactions portion of the show. Got it out.
Yeah, you did.
And then if there's time, we'll follow it up with, I've promised after the fourth act when we do our We Got Your Mail portion of the show, I promised that we were going to start doing something with a rundown wheel. I have not set that up yet, but I will.
I wonder if it's because you redid the studio again, and maybe you didn't have the time because you spent all your time once again redoing.
Save all your questions till the end of the show. Do not criticize the show, the host in the middle of the broadcast. God, come on, Tab. Can you just be cool?
No, never, not once. Just not gonna happen.
Jeez. Anyway, guys, so you just threw me off my whole game right here, man. I used to have flavor, and I just lost it all, guys.
Women usually have that type of effect. They just throw us off our game no matter what game we're in. So
exactly.
Compliment, actually.
Well, Th3 Media Studios, you can always follow us on all streaming social media platforms. You can always catch us on the Facebooks, Instagrams, and all that good stuff. See, my whole flavor is all thrown off. Thanks to Taps. He's always cutting me into me.
Faces in the tickety top.
On Instagram, on podcasts, Th3 Media's on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. We check all comments, guys. So when we're doing the show, when you send us comments, we will respond to you. You might not get to it right away, but my wife is always checking the comment section out. So when we check all the comments, we save that for the end of the show mostly. But we're going to go through some ratings, some rankings, comments, questions. We're going to save that for the We Got Your Mail portion of the show during the live show. You can send a donation or you can send a super chat. It really does help us out, and we appreciate all that you support us in that level. We read, where am I at now? The print is so small. We read some of the viewer comments during the show, but if you send a super chat, we do guarantee that we will read them out when you send them in. Also, if you can't send a super chat, you can always send a donation through streamlabs.com/T3media/tips. That's another way you can send a question and a tip if you so choose to do so. And if you want to become a member, you can do that on YouTube or on Patreon. Well, that's it. That really does help us out, and we appreciate it. So, without further ado, let's get into the Tabatha portion of the show, the Force Feed. Tabitha's going to run through some headlines.
All right.
This is her time to shine.
Oh, whatevs. First one is Daredevil Born Again is basically season 4 of Netflix series, according to former showrunner.
Oh, good. Go. Keep going.
Okay,
I forgot to say, yes, keep it going.
Okay.
Keep
And then 2 is Good Burger 2, Kenan Thompson and Kel Mitchell sequel sets 2023 release. Pretty exciting. Then 3 is Ahmed's best Mandalorian return is overdue, justice for the Star Wars actor. 4 is Victoria Alonso was fired as Marvel's president of physical production, post-production, VFX, and animation. And then the 5th topic, or headline, is TikTok CEO defends app's practices in a congressional hearing and argues against banning the company. It's not an agent of China.
Let's talk about the first one. The first one, I have Daredevil Born Again, like I said, basically is season 4 according to the former. What people aren't realizing is that that's the former showrunner from the Netflix when the show was on Netflix. And so people got a little excited about that. And I'm stalling because what I'm doing is I'm fixing the graphics. Is when I brought everything from the one laptop to the other, it compressed everything.
It's all good, man.
It's all good. But that clarifies to me, that Daredevil is not the exact same Daredevil from the Netflix show. It's a similar one, if you're a fan of this. But it's a similar one from the Netflix one, but it's not the exact same one. I'm just tired of everybody wondering, is it the same Daredevil? I'm just geeking out with that stuff. Am I the only one here that's watched Daredevil?
Very minor watches.
I just watched the movie, but that was it.
You haven't seen the Netflix series?
I have not.
Oh man, is me and Joy the only one that's cool here?
I watched it with you.
Well, I'm gonna get these graphics, but that was it. So the next headline that came up, I was supposed to have these flashing while you were running them down, but I forgot to do it.
It's okay.
The Good Burger. Who's excited about the Good Burger one? I'll start with you, Tad. What do you think about that?
Well, it's literally nostalgia.
Don't you think it's been too long?
No, that's
the Good Burger. Home
literally
of the Good
everything
Burger.
from my
Can I take your order?
Yes, literally everything from my childhood is in style right now. Why would it have been too long? I'm so excited about this.
Ro, tell me the truth. Do you think they're going to do a thing like what they do with all the other movies where it's like, since it's been like 20 years later, they're going to have kids and their kids are going to take over the restaurant or something like that?
Yeah, I think they're going to try to make it cool again to work like at, McDonald's and that kind of thing. I mean, I remember when I was in school and I did McDonald's and I worked there just to eat everything. And, I was in sports in high school at the same time. So to bring that responsibility back of like, hey, not only do you have to depend on your parents to earn some, wages, go work and do something fun, like, Good Burger.
You think this movie is going to do that for America like that? I don't know.
I think it's going to be a nostalgia hit. Yeah, I think it's going to be people our age. They're going to go and just enjoy the nostalgia of the movie, whether it's good or not.
To do something dumb.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, there's some Good Burger dumb fun.
It's just going to be dumb fun, and I'm for it.
Clean fun too. I mean, there's some comedy that's has inappropriate items for kids, but if Nickelodeon is backing this, and it's just going to be nice, clean fun that we need on the screen.
Yeah, I know. I see Geekly Goods is excited about it. He's like, "Let's go, Good Burger!" And then something else that you also brought up during when you were running down the topics. I gotta fix let me fix this real quick. So actor Ahmed Best, who is best known for playing Jar Jar Binks, returned in the latest episode of The Mandalorian. I'm not going to go deep into the Mandalorian thing because I haven't even caught up to this latest episode yet.
So you're not sure about it yet?
I mean, I've been spoiled on it already. Yeah. I know everything that happens on it, but it's I'm excited for him, especially after the way he was treated.
Yeah.
As after the prequels came out.
Yeah.
But so I'm excited that he's finally getting another shot at at the Star Wars franchise without getting, too much, getting beat up too much for being Jar Jar Binks. What about did you see? Are you caught up with all the Mandalorian, Ro?
No, I'm not.
No, yeah. See, I'm not even. I'm
a huge Star Wars fan, but not in the current, trending of Star Wars. I'm old school Star Wars.
Yeah. The last one the second to the last one was Marvel Studio veteran producer Victoria Alonso. She was there since day one of the MCU, and she is on the way out now. Lately, there's some new additions to the story that maybe it was like an HR kind of a situation of why she's leaving.
Really?
Like she is.
Like she did something.
So she did something.
Yeah,
or something has been alleged or something.
Yeah,
Or
I was wondering if y'all knew of what was happening because I couldn't find anything as to an explanation as to why.
No real explanation as to why. The latest thing I heard was just an HR was involved. So maybe something happened to her, or maybe she did, or maybe she's being accused of something. But either way it goes, for some reason she's had to step down. She's one of the original MCU OGs. Been there since Iron Man. And then last but not least, run down again, the TikTok CEO guy. Babe, you said did something happen? Did you see? You said you saw a clip.
Several clips of just. Lord have mercy. It's like a combination of the tinfoil community mixed with the mamas and the pawpaws who don't know how to even turn on their phone, who are asking this dude questions like, can the phone see if your eye dilates? And the dude is like, I don't even know how to answer this question. Like, what do you mean? I have read that when you're on TikTok, it knows and it measures your eye dilation. And the guy's like, no. He goes, but they look at your face. He goes, if you're using a filter to, then we need to be able to outline your face. But no, we're not looking at just the questions that were being asked were like, who picked these and who allowed people to ask this stuff?
They're also the people who probably don't like Alexa in their house and all the Ring or any of that crap because they're so afraid of the government's going to see everything.
And I'm like, if y'all are that worried, then talk to Facebook and Instagram and Twitter because they're doing it too.
Well, that's the point. But the reason why they're ganging up on TikTok, and I don't know for sure if TikTok isn't using that data for notorious purposes and whatnot, but Google and all of them do it too. But since Google can pay these guys directly, they're all Facebook. The powers that be at Google, Facebook, and all the other apps that are getting their asses kicked by TikTok are just ganging up. They're going to Congress and being like, get rid of those because we can't beat them, so we're gonna use Congress to beat them. That's just my tinfoil hat.
That you can do a lot of things via internet and the interwebs and that people do nefarious things. I totally get that. It's just
panel right here. Nope.
This man, this dude was seriously wanting, asking questions as if, there's some man in a booth somewhere who's legit in your house. He can see you walking around, and he's documenting it. Dude.
First of all, you're not that important.
Yes.
Nobody fucking cares.
What you're doing.
We don't care. You are not the center of attention or exciting in that manner.
They're taking control of your Roomba and they're going to kill you in your sleep.
Oh my God, it's so
it's
annoying.
just the questions that he was asking was like, really? This is what y'all decided was what we needed to ask?
It's like all the narcissists are terrified right now.
Oh my God.
Because they think that their life...
they're going to see you in your home and what you're not supposed to be doing when your wife's not there, sir.
Not to be like weird or stereotypical.
All those videos you're making with your phone that you're not supposed to be. Yeah.
That dude looked nervous sitting there in front of Congress like that. You know who he reminded me of? And I'm sorry if this is going to sound like I'm being a dick, but I'm not. It's just it was the situation that I thought of because it's my favorite movie. I was thinking about The Dark Knight. The movie The Dark Knight, not Rises, but what was it? The second one, the one that had Heath Ledger in it.
Oh.
When they had to get the the mob boss guy, and Batman had to go to China and grab him. It's like there's no jurisdiction, there's no extradition in China, so I'm safe here, and the U.S. government can't get me. And it was like Batman was able to go in there, capture the guy, and bring him back to the U.S. And the reason why I thought about that watching this is like, this dude looks so like he's so nervous. It's like, why am I here? It's like, I was like, dude, did Batman come out and grab your ass and bring you here? Because it's like, this dude does not want to be here. He does not want to be sitting there explaining to these old guys how cell phones work and shit. Like you're dude. If I wanted to sell, if it doesn't matter if I'm giving this information to the Chinese government or not, like these companies in China, they can buy it from Google. If Google can do it, anybody can do it. They all do it now anyway.
Yeah, you can monetize on it. There's this data vault company called Data Vault that's their business. They actually have customers that are not only US but in China that sell people's data, which means sells people's reactions, what they're searching and so forth. So TikTok is just a portion of this, but at the end of the day, I mean, if China wants information from us, they're gonna get it from other third-party data vault companies.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, if anybody watched that documentary about Facebook, it was about Facebook, right? The social something.
Yeah, like social experiment
this has been happening for a while. So this is obviously just a ploy at TikTok because TikTok's so popular and it's owned by the Chinese, but
Mark Zuckerberg is so upset that people don't want to be on the book of Facebook.
Yeah, isn't Instagram Instagram on the hot plate about how they've been making the young ladies more depressed lately? No.
Instagram's on the hot plate right now because they are creating ridiculous needs for first of all, their creators don't get paid, but for them to show any of their content, they have to meet all of we're talking a list of 12 things. They have to post every day. They have to do 3 stories. They have to do 3 reels. They have to use only the editing app inside the app now, or they're not going to show their content.
Or they're going to get shadow banned and stuff, right? And
it's like,
so that's why the T3 Media's Instagram account isn't really popping. Geekly Good. I don't know whose shirt you're talking about, Geekly Goods. He says he says love the shirt, Chris. Is it? Which Chris? No, I'm thinking about somebody else. I'm like,
which shirt?
My shirt or Raul's shirt? Or he's talking about my shirt. He said, Chris. I read it right the second time. It says love the shirt, and I thought he was talking about Raul's shirt, and then I said it says love the shirt, Chris.
That's because you like Raul's shirt because you have that shirt.
I have that exact same shirt, and I should have wore it.
No, it could have been Twinkies. Tink Tink has a Twinkie.
No. Okay. Anyway, all right. Moving on to the second act of the show. Let's go. Let's get into the entertainment news portion of the show. So, guys, entertainment news, trending topics. Let's talk about it. What you got, babe?
TikToker Jehane Thomas recently passed away. The single mother talked about her health issues on her platform and even vlogged about her condition numerous times before her death, stating, "I was diagnosed with optic neuritis a few months ago after nearly 2 years of being told my migraines were stress-related." Thomas's last TikTok was posted on the 15th of March, and 2 days later she died. The cause of her death has not been announced. She leaves behind a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old.
So sad.
Babe,
yeah.
You I'm not in the health business and whatnot, this made me think about like everybody in the world that I know, especially you, like because you get migraines real bad sometimes too. So this is just something else that just made me scared, and because it's like this young lady, her last post was just a couple days ago, and she was laid up in the hospital.
Yeah,
talking about it, and 2 days later she was gone.
That's so sad.
I just thought that migraines were just extreme headaches, but obviously it could.
Well, there's a lot of things that can cause migraines. Some of them are benign.
Yeah.
But I mean, sometimes what someone thinks is a migraine could be a stroke, an aneurysm, causes severe head pain. She actually had optic neuritis, which is like an inflammation in the optic nerve.
Oh.
So it's like what we see, but that's all inflamed on the inside, and that's what's causing you such severe
Okay.
pain.
Like those kind of migraines,
Yes.
these ones that are like in this area.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually have another question about this, and I feel like you may be the perfect person to ask, but do you notice a lot of, and I notice that nurses are actually the ones that I find that tend to advocate for the patients more, but I've had my own experience where I feel like my explanation of the pain or suffering that I'm going through is written off as nothing by the doctor and just like devalues it, doesn't listen that I know my body, something's not right,
Well,
something's happening.
Notoriously for women. Always.
Yes, always. And that's what it's,
Most often gets diagnosed as anxiety,
yeah.
depression, or something else. So they'll prescribe you, oh, we'll put you on some anxiety meds or something else, because that's probably what it is, and they dismiss it.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, my wife is a nurse, so
Yeah.
that's why I always defer to her.
Yeah.
For,
And it's a real problem, I think. And the fact that she even mentioned that she was misdiagnosed with these migraines for so long and then finally got a diagnosis for what it was. But you have to fight and like constantly, the amount of money I've had to spend just to get someone to confirm that something is freaking going on in my body is ridiculous.
Well, that's another reason why people are don't want to see TikTok get banned, because there is a large community of people reaching out to other people when someone makes a video and says, man, I feel like crap today and this and this and this, and I've been to the doctor a million times and they don't really know what's the problem.
Yeah.
Then you get a whole bunch of people listening that are like, oh, that happened to me and this is what they told me I had. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, I haven't heard that. Well, I'll ask my doctor. And then all of a sudden we have an answer.
Yep.
We didn't have an answer, but now we do, because somebody else saw it that had a same story. And so it's like, that's with all sorts of topics. That's what it's, people see your story and have something similar and then go, oh, hey, well, this is what happened to me.
Yeah, and it's just so frustrating. I mean, there's so many stories of women who, like, just are trying to pursue, even there's this whole TikTok that I saw about the psychology department. Like, the basis of everything that they claim is I forget what the list is called, the diagnosis. Mm-hmm. All of those diagnoses are men diagnosing, and the percentage of women that they used for these studies to figure this out is basically non-existent. There's nobody really looking at a woman's makeup between hormones and her psychology and everything else that goes in our body and applying what was going to be the best situation for us.
Yeah, they are. It's our government. They're the ones in control of everything, saying what's best for you. Doesn't that make you feel comfortable? No.
I see why Chris is sitting like over there now.
So that he could be the head of things.
So he can't get hit.
That's it. Yes, I've recently moved my desk. Because
he used to be in between Joy and I, and now Joy and I are over here, and he's over there. He strategically put his ass over there so we wouldn't hit him.
Exactly. No, but what were you saying, bro? What'd you say?
No, I mean, even it's a little step further. Yes, it's, I understand the perspective of like men diagnosing, and then maybe there should be a woman diagnosed. But at the end of the day, it's an actual cookie cutter diagnose. Correct. Right? Because really, we're all made up differently, right? Just like the way we think, the way we communicate, the way we resonate, and also how we take in medications. Yep. It's a possibility that this lady took some medications that her body just like saw foreign and freaked out, and then she just got worse. But at the end of the day,
correct. Yeah. Correct.
At the end of the day, I think we should be more in tune with our bodies and understand what herbs and type of elements that the earth gives us that we could actually heal us. But not only that, our minds can heal us. I've done quite a few studies where you use your brainwaves, your frequencies, the quantum world of thought process and so forth to heal. If you can make yourself sick, you could also heal yourself. So I
push back a little bit on that, sir. Not to. I totally respect your viewpoint on that, and I do believe that there is some actual truth to what you're saying in all that regards. But I don't think it's one way or another. Science has obviously proven that there's the great things about science. We have vaccines. We have things that have kept us alive. We can treat cancer. We can treat all these things. And that's science. That's not herbs. And though herbs are very good and I use them daily, specifically one special herb. But
there you go.
Yeah.
And you feel
so
good
that
today.
definitely helps with that anxiety. But I believe it. The problem I think in our society is everything's extremism. It is not one way or the other. We really need to find
Combination.
moderate.
It's usually like a nice balance between
Yes.
the two.
It's a balance.
Yes.
It's a combination. It's a balance. It's a
Of
collaboration.
everything. And we're so like,
Right.
it's not this, it's not that. I really don't think that that's the issue. I think we need to find this common ground and see how they work together. And really,
It's
why is blood work so hard to get for
It's
women to
just a,
test hormones and shit?
broken system.
Well, she's from England, I believe. So that's
I would say doctors in general are overwhelmed. They're busy. There's crazy stuff, and sometimes depending on where you're at and what's going on, they're afraid to just. It's okay to say, you know what, I don't have a clue what's going on.
Ego a lot of times doesn't allow
I don't
doctors
know.
to do that.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We can work,
And
we
there's
can work
salary.
on it, and we can try and figure.
Yep.
We'll figure it out. But I don't know. I don't know, and that's okay. You can say that.
Yeah.
It's okay to. That's an acceptable
It is
answer.
absolute. I
We're
would feel
not
more confident in that.
Machines or computers or whatever that we have every single answer. All kinds of new stuff pops up all the time, so it's okay to
Yes.
say, you know what, I don't know.
I agree 100%.
I've tried all the obvious things and that didn't work. So you know what, I don't know.
Let's consult. Let's
Let's
figure
figure
let's
something
read some
out.
books. Let's learn some new things. Like, that's all legit stuff. And I would be so behind any doctor who did that. And I say this all the time. Anytime I've been in the hospital, it's really been the nurses advocating for me as a patient, wholeheartedly. It's not the doctors. The nurses are like, no, this is not what's happening. No, this is what she took. No, this is how she reacted. Like, that has been the constant response to that. So yeah, I just legitimately think there just needs to be a more combined unit in that regard, and there's not.
Yeah. Oh, that was and no, I agree. I was distracting you because I was just pointing at the.
Yeah, I was talking to Joy.
I understand that.
Stop yelling at me, God.
Okay, but and that's why I let them go because it's what you were saying was about from the women's perspective and then my wife being a nurse. I want to let you guys debate. And that's why I want to stay on this side of the table.
Because you're
let
scared.
you guys,
We know
because
why. We know why. It's because you're scared.
Because you're right and I'm wrong. I know that.
Well, yeah, it's pretty much every day.
That's that. I've learned that. Like Raul, back me up, right? Like it's just easier for me to go, yes, dear, right?
Yeah, happy wife, happy home.
No, I don't. Well,
So
I
they
don't
say,
subscribe
I
to
don't
that.
know.
I don't subscribe to that.
Bull
but-
crap. I know better than that statement.
Like no, let's get that happy wife, happy life, but stuff out of here. But no, but yeah, it's sad. It makes me think about my mortality a lot. I recently just had another death in the family situation just happen. So when I saw this topic, I was like, damn, because between my best friend, my dad, like these like you just don't, you never know what's
I've had about
what's gonna
5
happen.
classmates in the last 6 to 8 months pass away.
Yeah,
Oh
we're
my
getting
God.
we're getting up there in that age.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know,
we're
I don't
getting
like
up there in that age now. But guys, let us know what you guys think about the situation with TikTok. Was it Jehane Thomas? She just recently passed away. She's well known on her page. She leaves behind I believe a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. Behind.
3-year-old,
That's
1-year-old.
very sad. Let us know in the comment section what you think about that, and maybe we'll talk about it some more on the upcoming We Got Your Mail. All right, with that out the way, let's move on to the next topic. Maybe what we got.
Now that both Black Adam and Shazam 2 have been released and flopped in the box office, new controversy has risen. For those of you who do not know of the comic book history, Black Adam is Shazam's greatest villain, the Joker to his Batman. At the end of the first Shazam movie, Black Adam was teased in an end credit scene. When Black Adam was scheduled to release, The Rock made it very clear that he wanted the focus to be on Black Adam versus Superman, Henry Cavill at the time. Even in the Black Adam movie, it was shown and made clear that Black Adam and Shazam were connected, but after the failures of the film, the tea begins to spill. Via the rap, the Justice Society, who were featured in the Black Adam film, were supposed to make cameos in Shazam 2, and it was vetoed. The Rock also did not want Zachary Levi to cameo in Black Adam. The Rock, who was a producer, denied access, and word also came out that he was attempting to restructure the DCEU to have him and Cavill at the center. Did The Rock's overreach cause the downfall of the DCEU?
I'm gonna start with you, Ro. What do you think about that whole situation? Are you caught up with with everything with The Rock and Shazam?
A little bit. I don't think The Rock's, his demeanor or his comments and everything he's posting, produced that whole blocking of the Shazam cameo and so forth. I mean, it's really, I think it's a lot more than what we think, what's going on behind the scenes, and really don't know. But I mean, personally, I like Henry Cavill. I think he should be in. When they had him and come in on the, with The Rock's movie Black Adam towards the end, that was, I was pretty excited about that.
Yeah, but the whole thing with the fact that The Rock was so focused on making the DCEU centered around his character Black Adam and Henry Cavill, Superman, and the whole Black Adam versus Superman thing, which fans were excited about, but the Black Adam character is to Shazam like the Joker is to Batman. So it was like, so the fans were like, why do you keep ignoring the Shazam character? And I mean, I believe that the rising tide raises all ships kind of a thing. And narratively speaking, it just made sense, because even when you watch the Shazam movie separately from the Black Adam movie, and when you watch the Black Adam movie, you can tell that these characters are connected. I mean, look at their suits. The lightning. If you know nothing about this comic book, you can just look at it and see, hey, they're wearing a similar costume. Hey, the same guy that gave the kid the powers in Shazam is the same guy that gave The Rock his powers. Hey, the guy says the same magic word to become their super alter ego. So why aren't these two characters in the same movie?
Okay, can I ask a question?
Because of course you can.
I really feel like there's something that is maybe not addressed, because everybody in the social world is a gossipy bitch. But
we're all gossipy bitches here.
am not a gossipy, you a gossipy bitch.
I'm rubbing your glue.
How do we know that The Rock is doing all these things?
Because that's what came out in the report.
But who said it? Not The Rock. People are gossiping about what they think The Rock's intentions are, and I'm creating an assumption and a narrative based off of their fucking gossip.
Well, and I get that, but it's that he hasn't. The Rock is not shy. If something was a lie, he is quick to.
But he's also professional, and he's also somebody who has had great relationships with other actors. Kevin Hart has done funny ass shit with him. So why is it that the assumption? Why should he have to defend himself over other people's gossip? If it's maybe his people are telling him not to address it because it's creating all this buzz.
Because it's because what is true from The Rock's words. I mean, this was from him. He was trying to change. I forgot how he worded it.
He was trying to create the Superman and him as the center of the
DC EU, because he was a producer of Black Adam.
That's business. I don't see that as a bad problem, because we often take comics and we adjust them and we create these storylines for movies that maybe will translate better in movies. Because one of the problems I saw in Black Adam was it was too comic book related and not mainstream enough for people to actually enjoy it. And The Rock.
In the Black Adam movie?
In the Black Adam movie.
Okay.
I don't think that it was.
Then that would be a ding on The Rock.
Correct.
Because he was the producer.
But I don't think that trying to adjust that and create a different scenario where they change the setup of the comic book and him create a dialogue in a multiverse situation that everything's going to now.
Well, no. This would not be a multiverse situation.
No, but they're creating
the Rock's character and Shazam are connected.
That I do know,
Yeah.
but that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about him and the Superman ideologies of creating these two major.
They're all in the same universe, but
exactly. But that's my point. There's nothing wrong with him trying to create this anti-hero, him trying to adjust the storyline a little bit quicker from the comic books, or him trying to create this other viewpoint to maybe better translate to mainstream. Because I think that's why the Black Adam movie didn't do very well, because the transition from the comic storyline to the big screen didn't seem to do very well.
The reason why Black Adam didn't do well because it was not a well-made movie.
Well, it was the script, in my opinion, wasn't very good. It was very
the writing
was horrible in my mind. But that's not The Rock's fault. That's the writer's fault. Now he's hold on.
No, she knows my high pitch.
Yeah, I know. Hold your dog tone. And I understand that the producer, the head ups, are responsible for the whole get up. But what you're not recognizing is the talent that they picked for the writer. The freaking
which
script
would be The Rock who did that.
Yes, but the writer freaking sucked. He didn't make a good script. That maybe because he's not really good at being a writer, because he's an actor.
I would have to look up who the writer was.
Yeah, maybe he didn't understand how poor that was, because he's still kind of, that's not his
jam.
Well,
that's a combination of everything. I mean, even the greatest director in the world couldn't technically make a bad script great. He can do the best he or she could with what they got.
Correct.
But it was just a poorly written and executed movie. But the way The Rock wanted to change the hierarchy situation, this mentality of we're going to change the hierarchy and make it centered around Black Adam versus Superman, which is something that happens in the comic book.
Correct.
But it happened after a build-up, and I'm going to be the first to admit this: the hardcore comic book fans are not the people that are there. They are not the numbers that are going to make or break this box office. Technically, like just like in a basketball game, if a wild 3-pointer shot from past the half court line is crazy unless he makes it. Now, what The Rock was doing, if it worked, we would have all been talking about how brilliant The Rock was, but it didn't. Now the hardcore fans are like, because you should have did this, because hindsight is always 20/20. Because it failed.
Yeah.
Now the fans are coming after him like, you should have did this.
But I don't like this.
Or that would have failed too.
Yeah, the gossipy bitch shit about he's causing all this drama. He didn't want. I don't think I think he was doing business and trying to set up something that maybe would work for mainstream. He failed at it. That part did fail. But I don't think this is this drama that they're trying to make it to be. I think this is just gossipy bitches being gossip.
Well, I can agree with that on a grander scale, based on because he figured that the fans of DC were mad that Henry Cavill wasn't getting love, so he wanted to fix that.
Correct.
But here's another thing. It could have been that, but what it also looked like to a lot of people was, well, how do we know that you're just not doing favors for your friends? Because Henry Cavill was also represented by the same management company as The Rock, The Rock's ex-wife.
What? So do you know how much of that is in the freaking?
Yes.
Look at every comedy. Seth Rogen only hires his friends.
Yeah, the same circle of friends.
All these people constantly.
Yeah, Adam Sandler has his
pissing
own
on them for that.
What was that, Ro?
Yeah, and Adam Sandler has his own circle of friends that have made like 20
And
movies together.
Which was what The Rock probably was trying to create. But in the middle of what was happening at Warner Brothers with DC, with the fact that they just got bought out by a new company, and then they were planning on creating a DC Studios, the way Marvel has a Marvel Studios for their movies, to somebody. What people were starting to realize was The Rock was trying to push himself into that position, maybe to become that executive.
Yeah.
And okay, if maybe
business
it would have
is
worked.
business.
Business is business. But it wasn't what happened.
Businesses fail all the time.
Yeah, and
stop trying to create drama out of it. It's so fucking stupid.
But at the same time, but here it is. The Rock is known as franchise Viagra, but that's the saying. That's around Hollywood.
I have not heard that.
The Rock is being the Rock. He has his stature.
What was that movie? Journey to the Earth.
Oh, Journey to the World or something.
When he was added to it, it did better than the first one. When he was added to the Fast and Furious franchise, it went to the billions. Rock has this reputation of when he's being added to a franchise, the franchise does better. That's why he's called franchise Viagra. And it's not a good idea to bet against the Rock, but this time. These movies, Rock has had failures before, but movies that flopped before. That's not nothing new. This one flopped, but then also with Zachary Levi's one, Shazam compared to Shazam 1, this time it flopped. And then at the same time of it happening around the time when DC just got bought out by Discovery, and there's a new boss, and he decided to give DC to James Gunn and Peter Safran. All of that stuff happening at the same time, and this misstep with these two movies and stuff. I think all of this is just a perfect storm of just unfortunate events. Yeah. And what Tabatha is saying is that people are trying to throw somebody under the bus.
Correct.
And for the first time in his Hollywood career, after he became franchise for Viagra, The Rock is now.
I just think it's classless.
The punching bag.
This whole thing seems classless to me. The way that these other people are acting, and I just.
Is it though? Yes. Let me play devil's advocate though.
Okay, go.
Because the story made sense, the writers, because I'm a firm believer of when you hire a director and they have a vision, you let them do their vision. The director's vision was to, because it made sense with the story, include Shazam to be featured in a cut scene or whatever, an end credit scene with Black Adam.
Okay.
Rock vetoed it.
Okay.
At the end of Shazam, why don't we put some of the characters that were in the Black Adam movie at the end of the Shazam movie because it makes sense narratively, since there's a connection there. Mm-hmm. Rock vetoed it again.
You know why, right?
Because he wanted the focus to be on Shazam and Superman.
Black Adam and Superman.
But to be focused on Black Adam and Superman.
Because he was the villain in the Shazam aspect, where he was trying to take us to. I really feel like it seems like he was trying to take it to this anti-hero thing. And that seemed like what the setup was trying to happen for, instead of this villain aspect.
Yeah. But why not build it up?
I haven't watched Shazam 2 because
neither have I.
I don't even like. I'm going to be honest. I don't like Shazam.
I liked the first one, but I don't care about the second one. What about you, Raul? Have you seen the Shazam sequel?
Not the second one, no. But I'm like Tabatha. I don't really. I mean, I like Superman, and when it comes to DC, Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman, Aquaman and Flash, but Shazam's just kind of like the comedy side of this whole thing. I don't know.
Which isn't bad. I just don't think that they were. Oh, sorry, babe. What were you about to say?
Geekly Goods wrote in here, to be honest, if they hadn't done a Black Adam movie and just had The Rock show up in Shazam 2 as Black Adam and be the villain, I bet it would have been.
Yeah, because that's a build-up, and it not like what I said before. Of course, the hardcore, you can get every hardcore Shazam comic book fan and get them to go to the movie. It's still going to be a percentage of the money that movie needed. You need to focus on the average movie goer to get that box office money.
Not the comic book.
And that's what The Rock was trying to do. Yep. I get that. But hindsight being 2020. Now the argument is there. Now those hardcore fans can argue and say, well, maybe if you would have did it the way it was done in the comic book, maybe it would have worked out better for you.
And guess what? All the geeky nerds out there who are all, and granted, I grew up reading comics.
Yeah, I'm about to say, watch yourself. Okay, so I'm tabs.
But guess what they are? They are the constant critics who are never happy. Something does right, they're pissed off that it doesn't follow the comic book. Something does bad, I told you so. They are never happy. And most of these people are my friends.
We're talking about the For Me Society. Yeah. I feel like for me,
like,
Shazam should have, yeah. I mean, like I said, hindsight is 2020. Maybe if he would have followed those steps, build it up, get Shazam into the mix because it made sense. I mean, even Black Adam said the damn word to get his powers, and then build up to the Shazam versus Black Adam versus Superman story. I feel like that would have been epic, but that's just my feelings. That feels like a Avengers level kind of a thing. You get your Shazam movie, you got your Superman movie, you got your Black Adam movie. Then they start to meet. Then you have your Shazam versus. I feel like that's what they should have done.
You know what the greatest part of all of this is, Joy? Is we all got opinions on this. Is any one of us got the skills, money, or ability to make these damn movies that we're bitching about?
Yeah, you know what? That is true. Us, the fandom is the biggest community that will always think that they can give an opinion of what the producer should have done with his $200 million.
Yeah. It's not our money.
You should have done this and that. Yeah, okay, well then you put up your $200 million.
Yes, you do. I don't understand this concept of... It, to me, it was a failed business opportunity. He made a bad choice plan-wise, and there's a lot of...
It could have worked.
A lot of movies have failed. A lot of big stars have had those kinds of movies fail. It's not a big deal. And
for me,
your ass. And... I don't know them off the top of my head, but you made a comment about how you feel the director should be given the artistic leeway to do what they feel the vision is. There have been a lot of major movies where the producers have come in and nixed what the director has wanted, and they were still successes. That's not always the director gets their way.
But there have also been more examples of when director interference has caused the failure. There's been more failures when that happens. That you if you don't have confidence in your director, then you shouldn't have picked that director.
I agree.
That's what the director is there for.
Maybe they couldn't afford a different one. Maybe this was the second choice because this is all we could get. And there are business choices where you have to sacrifice sometimes. And sometimes if you're trying to sacrifice and you're trying to lead someone to what your vision is and y'all aren't communicating well, that's what seems like this happened is a problem.
That's getting into a Kevin Feige way of doing it. Kevin Feige is brilliant at giving directors their creative freedom. The one thing that Kevin Feige does is he says, this is the movie you're going to do and tell me what your artistic vision is. And then here's that artistic vision. Okay, that's great. You are able to do that, and that. But my overall vision in this MCU connected universe thing is this. So you're allowed to do that, and that as long as it doesn't affect what I'm doing here. So
and I don't think that was done correctly.
and then Kevin Feige lets that director do his thing, and that's great. And I feel like most producers should. So if The Rock, when producers are hiring their directors, they have that meeting, that sit down. What's your artistic vision? They tell them that vision. If it makes sense on paper and it doesn't affect then that should have been done in pre-production.
I agree with
you. If you had that meeting. And then the vision starts getting made, and then you start going, no, I want to start changing stuff. Then it's like, dude, what? Then that's a failure as a producer because y'all had that meeting, and now you're changing it.
Or it could be, so I'm going to play the devil's advocate to that.
Or the director lied and...
Yes. And what if the producers are seeing an outcome of a movie that is just, they know, I mean... This
isn't what I paid for.
This could have been an improvement of what they saw previously that wasn't working, and they tried to make a change to fix it. And
Who, the director?
No, the producer.
Okay.
The producer could have... Checking in with the movie being made, could have saw something that just didn't seem like it was going to be good for the movie and tried to make an adjustment. That's just possible too. I don't know why
that's a failure on the producer because
but he's trying to correct it.
But using Kevin Feige as the example, if you already have your track laid, then that's it. Then you have a vision moving forward. That's why the MCU has been so successful.
But what if that vision wasn't being translated like they thought it was, and they were trying to make
which is what the pre-production meeting is for.
Okay, I understand the pre-production meeting. You're not getting what I'm saying. The start of the movie, the development of the movie is happening. They see this vision coming to life, and it's not good. Do you continue with the shit show, or do you try to fix the shit? I think you try to fix the shit because you've invested all your goddamn money.
if you have your vision laid out.
Oh my God, you're still not kidding. The vision laid out.
I heard what you. No, I get what you're saying.
The vision isn't. You can lay out. You can have the best plan on the world.
No, I said as the producer, you say you as the director can exercise your artistic vision as a director, as long as it doesn't affect my overall universe.
But what if that wasn't working? What if the overall
universe?
Does
not. If you have your like Kevin Feige has a 5-year plan. If he hires a director, when the director of Ant-Man can do everything that he wants to do in that Ant-Man movie. But if Ant-Man was like, spoilers if you haven't seen Ant-Man, like, my new vision is that I want the bad guy Kang to live at the end. And no, Kevin Feige is going to like, no, because that affects my overall. You want to make a change in the middle of it. I understand that, but you can't. I've already told you what my track is because I need that character for something. I can
get behind you on that. I guess what I'm trying to get at is, as a producer, if you've laid out a plan and then you start to notice that the plan is going awry at the director level, at the production of the movie level, even though you had your pre-production meeting, because that's null and void. We've all discovered that. What do you do when you start noticing that in the actual production of the movie, things are moving along and it's not going well, and you need to try to make a change to see if you can correct a future issue that you've now discovered? Because sometimes you don't discover and think of every freaking issue that can happen, no matter if you've had a 5-year plan. So you have a 5-year plan in your life and you've got all these goals. Oops, you got pregnant. Well, now you got to change the damn plan. This shit happens. So I don't understand the concept of.
You mean you talking about an actor getting pregnant in real life?
No, I'm just talking about. I'm just making an example of shit happening that changes the 5-year plan, and you've got to adjust. This concept of I got to stick in this thing.
It's worked. It's worked.
I understand that it has worked, but guess what? Lots of people say a lot of things work, but we are a community of progression, and we've got to try things out.
But Feige has done that in his field. But just like I said, the rule is you can exercise your artistic vision as long you can do everything, as long as you don't, like, for example, killing off a character that I'm going to need later on, as the producer Kevin Feige. You can do everything you want. You can kick that character in the butt. You can slap him across the face. You can hurt him so bad, make his culo go, I don't care. Whatever you want to do to that character is fine. But if you kill that character, that affects my overall. And the director's like, but I really want to kill him. I feel like it's better. Kevin Feige's going to say no. And that's going to be a bottom line. That's as long as it doesn't, that director can do whatever he wants to do, but he can't cross that line. Kevin Feige runs a tight ship like that. I feel like I've lost track of what we're talking about with DC. With DC,
but I'm just with Black Adam. I mean, they keep putting movies out that they really want to bring the DCEU up.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like somebody in this production was going, I don't think this movie's good. I think it's going to be crap. I think they were proud of
Everybody tries to make a great movie.
They thought it was gonna be a hit.
But they didn't have a Kevin until now. Now they got it with James Gunn and Peter Safran. They didn't have a plan, an overall plan moving forward. They were being very reactionary, and I feel like The Rock saw an opportunity to be that guy. I think this was just The Rock going.
I just think it's a poor business plan that didn't work. Or
it just didn't work
out,
and it could have worked.
I just don't like the stupid drama of trying to be this little high school shit and create all these little issues. It's just
at the end of the day, we just wanted Raul just wanted to see The Rock versus Henry Cavill, right?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
don't we all?
I think. I don't know if this is the same topic or anything what you guys are going to.
Like, for me,
DC Comics are way behind Marvel Comics.
Oh yeah,
the whole Avengers and all, and it's sad because I'm a huge Superman fan and so forth, and I like the whole justice and so forth like that. But man, Avengers, they just rocked it. This whole with this storyline, and then individually, Ant-Man and Iron Man and all these other characters. It's just really amazing. And I think DC Comics should consult with some should have some Marvel comic consultation in a way to kind of help him. But at the end of the day, I think The Rock's he's gonna say, hey, you know what, I'm here, because Rock has this swag, right? You call it Viagra for these pictures, but I call it swag on the way his demeanor when he becomes a character. I think what he's gonna do, given his past achievements, he's gonna probably reformulate the entire DC comic universe, and they're gonna start all over.
That's exactly what James Gunn and Peter Safran, the new heads of DC Studios, is exactly going to do. And I just noticed in the comment section, it was at Black Rock 316. Feige has done that. Look where it's got them. You're forgetting one thing. Everybody wants to. I know that the latest MCU movies have not been that great. Take into consideration that these were the movies that were being made when the former CEO of Disney, Bob Chapek was in charge and was trying to force the directors to bleed themselves dry and get all this content out to make Disney Plus great and put all this content, and it was depleting what we were used to getting from Kevin Feige. So of course the things that we're seeing now is not as the quality that we're used to from Marvel, because Chapek was putting so much pressure on all of his CEOs of all of his studios. But Chapek is gone now. And Bob Iger has come back and he's relieved he's taken the pressure off of Kevin Feige. I feel like the next couple of things that we're going to get are still going to be the result of what was happening under the last CEO. But then after that, in the middle of the next phase and all that, I feel like Marvel is going to be fine. Hell, James Gunn did. That's the next movie that's coming out with Marvel, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and we know that's going to be good. Come on, that's going to be good. Don't worry about it. It's going to be. Marvel's fine.
More V for Vendetta.
You want more V for Vendetta?
That's the DC movies I want.
Well, guys, let us know what you guys think. Was there anything else? I think Geekly Goods has something to say about Zach Levi just finished an Instagram Live and was sounding crazy. What did he say?
Said, what is he talking about? And he said, well, he confirmed that Hawkman and the JSA were supposed to be. Yeah,
that's what I was telling. That was another thing that The Rock vetoed, because since Black Adam is connected to Shazam, and the Black Adam movie just came out and used these characters, it's like, okay, you don't want Shazam to be featured in your, Shazam and Black Adam to be featured. Okay, well, how about another character that was used in your movie to be used in my Shazam movie? And The Rock even vetoed that. It's like come on, you don't want it to connect at all. The Rock, I guess The Rock was like, no, I only want this Henry Cavill, Superman, and Black Adam connection, which is fine. But The Rock, they ran out of time. James Gunn came in, took over, and he just rebooted the whole thing anyway. So whatever The Rock's goal was, they ran out of time. Okay, and James Gunn rebooted the whole damn thing anyway. So it doesn't even matter anymore.
And just like to fit on what you just said about how he went on a live and was sounding crazy, that to me sounds like a butt hurt. And for me, that sounds like he's butthurt and just out to cause.
Well, they're both in the same situation. The Black Adam's movie flopped and Shazam flopped.
So why is he constantly creating all this drama? He's the one that obviously is butthurt. You know why The Rock is not talking? Because he's a freaking professional and realized he made a bad business deal, a bad business choice, and is just trying to move on to the next thing. And this guy's just pissed off, flailing about, causing mass chaos.
Yeah, that is true. Your co-sign now technically. Well, I haven't watched this live, but technically the only thing that Zach Levi did before that was just co-sign what somebody else said, saying that The Rock was vetoing a bunch of stuff that would have made sense story-wise, and then he retweeted it or co-signed on it. Maybe you're probably right. Maybe that was an unprofessional thing to do. You're saying because you sound butthurt because it's not The Rock's fault that Shazam: Fury of the Gods is flopping, which simultaneously it's not Zach Levi's fault that Black Adam flopped. But For some reason, these movies flop. But there's something else that I want to bring to everybody's attention before we move on to the next act. And
Raul, these two do this every.
I'm so sorry.
Single.
We can't not.
One last thing before we
argue.
move
And
on.
he always has to have the last
something
word
that
too.
Something that came up years ago regarding The Rock and being franchised by Viagra. An old tweet resurfaced recently from a friend of mine. I think it was Geekly Goods. He tweeted this. I got this from his Twitter account. He brought this blast from the past. Something that Tyrese said on Twitter back in the day. He said the following: PSA. This was regarding Fast and the Furious. PSA. Congratulations to The Rock and your brother-in-law, aka $7 production partner, H. Garcia 41. For making the Fast and Furious about you. And like you, DJ Envy, if they call, I will not be deleting this post. Good night, folks. See you in 2020, April. Fast Family, right? ? Nah, it's about Team Dwayne. 3 years will it be worth the wait? Hashtag no Shaw, just Hobbs.
Wait, which Fast and the Furious was this?
This was about when Hobbs and Shaw was about to come out.
Wait, what number? Of
Hobbs and Shaw was the spinoff.
Okay.
Of Fast and Furious.
It was in 2 of them.
Yeah. So Tyrese was mad that The Rock was because according to him, the Fast and Furious franchise was about the whole collective team. But The Rock came in, and then he was starting to make it about.
I disagree with that
himself.
comment so much.
Yeah, I disagree with that comment too.
The Fast and Furious franchise
I
not about
that, but it's
the whole team. There were main characters in that movie that you followed.
What he's accusing him of is, but when The Rock became included in that team,
then he was a main character.
Yeah.
What the frick is the deal?
What do they
These are
expect?
butthurt
The Rock
actors who aren't getting the spotlight, and somebody else is and being successful at it. Grow the fuck up.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what did they expect? They brought in a gentleman who was all about, when you're in WWE, it's about you and your champion and your aesthetics and everything. So what do they expect when they bring someone on their screen of family? He's gonna be, and it's okay. That's what we know. We don't judge him because he's establishing his brand on the picture. Everybody else just needs to catch up or rewrite the script.
That's true, and that was the pushback that Tyrese got when he said all that. It's like, dude, because everybody assumed that the first spinoff from Fast and Furious was going to be Tyrese's character and Ludacris's character because they were funny, and everybody thought, well, if there's ever going to be a spinoff, those two should have a spinoff. But then when The Rock came in, it was like, oh no. Well, we gotta go with franchise Viagra. He's filling up the seats and stuff like that.
It's just business.
It's not show friends. It's show business.
Tyrese has been butthurt for a long time.
Yeah.
About all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, he's a bitch. Okay, y'all.
But to give Geekly Goods credit, he did find a similarity. Now the same things it's not just Zachary Levi. It's other people that were in production. They're saying the exact same thing that Tyrese was saying back in 2017. The Rock comes in, he wants to take it and make it all about him.
Better acting. Make people like you and stop bitching. Be somebody that they all want to watch.
So the answer is just get on the right.
Create your own brand. I mean, now he's established his energy drink, ZOA. I mean, he's establishing his brand. You got shows that have been in Fast and the Furious, 10 times?
That's true.
And they're all depending on that show. You get The Rock coming in there, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to do my own with Hobbs now, and I'm going to have my own, energy drink, and I'm going to have this. Why not? That people respect that.
That's true. That's true. To be fair to The Rock, it worked with the Fast and Furious franchise because Hobbs and Shaw was awesome. So if it would have worked this time with Black Adam, who was to say it wasn't going to work? It's The Rock. It always worked. It just so happens to not have worked. Is that The Rock's fault?
And I'm gonna address a comment. It says Tabatha Team Rock. I'm not Team Rock. I am Team whoever is going to make business
Team hustle.
great. It's all about business. This is not
business.
Not about Rock.
Team
I'm
hustle.
about trying to make business moves. If you're trying to make a business move where you're trying to get mainstream groups and to see a movie, and he's the statistically best one over Tyrese at the time, whatever it may be.
But that's Tyrese. That was Baby Boy.
Oh, God. Yeah, he is a big-ass baby. We've obviously figured that out. Gosh.
Well,
these men's ego shit needs to just really go away.
I mean, The Rock did slap the shit out of Tyrese on set, so that did happen. But guys, we got into a heated one on that one. Another classic me and Tabs.
Poor Joy. I'm so sorry, Joy. I'm so sorry.
No, she knew what she was getting into.
Raul, I'm so sorry too.
Over there talking about that's why I moved the tables the way that so she wouldn't hit me anymore.
Nala had to even come over here and
she's watching it on this TV right here. It's freaking adorable.
Funny. But guys, let us know what you guys think about this whole situation with The Rock, with Zachary Levi. Zachary Levi talking crazy. Is he just butthurt, or did Tyrese have a point? Does The Rock always come into a franchise and just make it about himself? Let us know in the comment section below, and maybe we'll talk about it later on another We Got Your Mail. So that concludes our second act of the show. We're going to have to move on to Act 3 and Act 4 to close the show out real quick, guys. So I want to put the spotlight back on you, brother. Raul, appreciate you for joining us. So we talked about this before we went live. We said we were going to have Raul on virtually for the first half of the show, and we just completed the first half. So, Raul, before we sign you off.
Yeah, I like coming from behind. Being in the background. I like being in the background. So what's
before we sign off, let us know where we can find you online. Remind us once again where you're from and where we can find you online.
Oh my goodness. Google Crypto Sluggers, and you'll see a lot of PR related to that and our project. And cryptosluggers.world is our website. So I'm the CEO of that company, and it's all related to baseball. So if you're a baseball fan, we're gonna do some amazing things.
That's awesome.
Outstanding. Awesome. All right, guys. All right, but I'm gonna sign off of Discord real quick so we can go to the next half.
Thank you, Raul.
Thank you.
I'll hit you up online after we end the show. Appreciate you, buddy.
Okay. Appreciate it.
All right, have a good one. All right, guys, let's move on to the third act of it, which is the reviews. I had we're gonna skip the first one of the reviews because it didn't load up. I thought I already had it up in here, but I do not. So we're gonna move past the first one on the reviews. Reviews. Let me stall for time. Review. I wish I had a jingle. Tabs, why don't we have a reviews reaction rankings jingle?
Because I don't sing publicly.
Well, you do now. Come on, sing it. Reviews,
reactions, and rankings. I don't know what we're doing.
And I'm clipping that. All right. What do we have for reviews, reactions, and rankings? I got one. So the next one. Okay. So let me see if I can pull it. Babe. Hey, somebody needs to stall for time again. I'm gonna need that. What was that jingle again?
I am not doing that again. That was a one and done. Oh God, can't even believe I did it.
That's what she said in high school.
Need more alcohol.
I know, right? I've had zero alcohol.
That's what she said in high school.
That's exactly what I said.
I'm a one and done. I even wrote back in my rapping days. I said that on the song.
One and done?
No, I said, what did I say on the song? I said, I'm going to have to censor myself because this is a PG show, right? I said, when I bust a girl, the show is over. I said, this was the lyric. I said, I know you in the mood for that Casanova, but when I bust a girl, the show is over.
I actually really like that line. I don't like giving Chris credit very often, but I dig that line. That was a good one. I might use that.
It was a song. I'll let you hear it. It's a song called Sexbliminal.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Behind the scenes with what was my old stage name, Chris Thau.
Wait, what?
I'm not saying it again.
I really need you to say it again.
Anywho. Let's move on to first thing I have in reviews reaction. I went on vacation and didn't miss my husband, so I divorced him.
Well, damn.
That was That escalated quickly.
That did. That's exactly what I felt. I was like, oh.
Let me see if I can pull it up here. There we go. Okay, let me see if I think I got it right here.
Went on vacation.
Let me see. Oh man, this. Oh,
I know
these
that
damn
ad is so
ads.
huge.
Yeah, that's a big ass ad. I went on vacation and didn't miss my husband, so I divorced him. I don't know. Do you guys want to read it? Or you want me to read it?
Eat, pray, divorce. A UK mother of 4 had an epiphany about her marriage while on a 10-day girls' trip to Greece. Stephanie Harrison went on vacation with her best girlfriends to, I think that says Catalonia.
I can't read
It's
it.
really small.
Yeah, there's no way I can read that.
To Kefalonia in
May
2022
to celebrate her 40th birthday. I had a moment of clarity at the hotel that I'd been miserable in my marriage for as long as I could remember. Now 41, Harrison said, now 41. She told the Southwest News Service, I was having the best time with the girls, and the thought of going back home to my husband was just awful. According to Harrison, the realization came to her while she was by the hotel pool.
I can already tell you what
Did
happened.
she have a frosty beverage in her hand? Because I feel like that probably...
I already tell you why she divorced her husband. It wasn't because she went on vacation.
It's because she was with her girlfriend.
It's with she girlfriend.
That's what people are saying online. Those girls trips. Those girl trips are relationship killers. We said, I remember thinking while I was away about how I really missed the kids, but I didn't miss my husband, she said. I was in the worst shape of my life, and it dawned on me at home I was miserable, so I did something about it. And this is her doing something
I told you,
about
frosty
it.
beverages, man. At the pool with the frosty beverages.
Hell yeah.
Let's
Hell
see
yeah.
if it continues. Let's see. Hansen said that upon her arrival home, she immediately ended the marriage. So when I flew back, I ended it there and then, and I knew I'd made the right decision when I saw his reaction.
Because he probably was like, okay.
Okay, yeah.
The newly single Hansen said that she saw the end of her marriage as a chance to give herself a total makeover. After leaving my ex-husband, the next thing I needed to do was lose weight. The photos from the holiday made me see what horrible shape I was in, so I started working out at home and changed my diet. Didn't want to do that for your husband?
Well, not if she was receiving negative. Why would she do it for her
Is
husband?
is that her now with
Yeah.
the new beau?
She lost like a whole person.
She lost a whole person, and this guy's going,
Well,
yeah.
2 people, because she lost
Yeah.
half of herself.
I lost my. Oh, that's fucked up, baby. I can't believe. Hansen began exercising and watching her diet, and she said went from weighing 238 pounds to 168.
Good for her.
It was hard at first, but the motivation of being freshly single carried me through. In July, Hansen said that she met a man named David through Facebook dating, and the two have been smitten ever since.
So to address something you said earlier, because I think it's very important to make this clear, no person, male or female, are going to want to better their own wellness while being beaten down in a mundane, unhappy relationship.
Did she say that she was being beaten down?
No.
No,
I'm not saying
she's
by
just
beaten down,
saying-
she was unhappy in her marriage. Going on a trip and not missing him, she was obviously not connecting with her husband, not having a good time in her life.
But that's us feeling. My point is, why couldn't she tell us what it was?
What do you mean?
If he was a dick and everything, that's
Maybe she's not trying to bash the ex-husband. Maybe she's trying to be a decent human being.
with a title like "I went on a vacation."
She didn't write the article. Those are writers who want to catch you in
Correct.
to the...
Let me be a messy bitch real quick. She went on vacation and met what was his name? Big Dick Doug.
I mean,
What was his name? Big Dick Buster.
The way she wrote it, that it had been a long time.
Been so long.
My assumption is
Assumption.
she had already probably
they both
tried.
disconnected. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
probably.
attempts
Yeah.
had already been made.
Correct.
And she got that realization.
I
All
just-
right, there isn't anything to fix.
She
this.
came back home
I'm
and was
done.
like, "That's not how Big Dick Buster did it."
It wasn't like. I doubt it was like, you know what? I don't even want to try, because she'd probably already done the trying.
Correct. I don't like the concept that you are to make yourself well for your partner. If your partner is making you unwell, because that relationship, no matter if it's, I'm not saying it's the partner's fault. I'm saying that those two people together are not working. They're not connected. There's no real love or support happening in it. They're living two different lives, whatever it may be. It is not feasible or a reasonable expectation to put on male or female for them to be their best person in a scenario where they're miserable.
If the situation was that she wasn't being supported and things like that, yeah, that's fine. I'm 100% on her side. You can also assume that he was also being the best husband he could be as well, and she just wasn't clicking with it. But she just said
that she, through the writing, they hadn't had a physical connection. That is a major part of a relationship, and if you aren't having that kind of intimacy,
but based on what?
What the article said.
I know that, but my question is why? Is it because he was doing something wrong, or is it because she was doing something wrong, or is it because they were doing something wrong?
It could be mutual. It's not about a he or she. We're not trying to pitch people against. Well, stop the drama.
I just feel like you were just going going hard only on him and not assuming that maybe she was the problem.
Did you not notice the words that I changed? And I said male or female. You're implying that it was why couldn't she? And I corrected you.
Because I am outnumbered here.
No.
I'm going to stand up for the Y chromosome.
I am standing up for men too. I am standing up for humans. If they are not happy within a relationship, it is an unrealistic expectation for them to be their wellness, their well self, and to be their healthiest self, and to be their best mental self to create a good relationship if they're not happy together.
Let's just admit what's really going on. Sir, you probably wasn't hitting it right. She was tired of it. I'll jump on her side. I'll go back and forth in a heartbeat.
Oh my God, you are such a dramatic little gossiper.
Your stroke was trash. And when she went on vacation, she met Big Dick Buster and was like, "That's not how Buster did it."
Tink Tink loves the drama.
I don't care where I can get it. Drama.
Loves the drama. He wants to eat that shit up all the damn time.
But the speculation of what, because she doesn't really tell us what. At least there's that, because like I said, it could be because he was an abusive dumbass dick, or maybe she was the problem.
Him, so.
I like that she didn't say anything negative about him. All she said
was, "I went to a vacation and realized that
her husband
was miserable, and that was
and I realized that it wasn't as big as Big Dick Buster's."
Misinformation. Misinformation.
Between the lines, Tabs.
You know what an assumption makes you, right?
Big Dick Buster.
Ass.
And that's where Big Dick Buster's gonna probably put it. Anyway. And that's what she liked. That's what she asked for. He said no, and she filed for divorce the very next day. That's just me filling in the blanks. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Allegedly. I gotta protect the brand.
Allegedly.
Well, no, let's speculate about that maybe a little bit later. Damn, it's getting kind of racy. That's why I start turning off the lights. I said it's getting darker.
It is getting dark in here.
Move on to what was the next thing on the agenda? I was going. You know what? I'm gonna skip that. I was gonna give a little rant. I can give a quick little rant on it. I do not like what's going on with. I'll put myself a full screen on this one. I have been watching this is the final season of The Flash, and the new season of Superman and Lois just started, and it's like night and day. Superman and Lois is like almost like watching Game of Thrones. It's spoiler alert if you haven't watched it. I mean, there's topics of like. Of illnesses and the drama between the Superman character and being a father and his kid. It's so compelling, it's so interesting, and it's very deep and dramatic. And it's being the most powerful being on earth, but being helpless to save a loved one to diseases like cancer and stuff like that. These are stories that are so great and so compelling that it's like it blows my mind how great that show is being. Compare this to where The Flash is going. The Flash started off like that, very interesting topics like that, but now it's just a bunch of fucking posing and looking at the camera like it's a Wednesday. It's
like the super duper cheesy.
It's the most cheesiest crap I've ever seen in my life.
Drake Ramore from Friends.
Wow! I can't believe the villains in this city are acting like this, and the heroes looking right at the camera and go, "It's a Wednesday." And meanwhile, Superman and Lois are dealing with like cancer and why don't you help people in Metropolis in the black community and stuff like that. It's like, dude, can you cancel that other show already? Because I'm tired of this shit. I'm like, I'll get into it a little in depth because we went overtime and other things. But I'm gonna come back to this. But put in the comments below if you're watching these two shows. Am I wrong? I'm like, I have never wanted a show that I knew was about to get canceled to just get canceled in the middle right now. Just pull the plug now. I don't care how that show ends now. It pisses me off. I just want to rip my arm off so I have something to throw at the writers. Anyway, let's move on to the next thing that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to bring up some off the cuff kind of stuff. And the thing I want to talk about is the Get Out movie. we all seen Get Out.
A long time ago.
A very long time ago.
A long time ago.
You gotta check your time too, baby.
Yeah, move it along.
What was it, the Rose character from the Get Out movies? My question is, how many brothers did she run through? I took a look at that scene again when the main character found her little secret that she was luring people into the house to, obviously, get kidnapped and stuff. And there was a lot of people. I mean, look at this girl. The question is this: did she sleep with all these people?
I barely remember this movie.
I'm about to refresh your memory. Check this out. Look at this. Look at these people. This is the guy who eventually became her grandfather. When it was put into the mind of her grandfather, the body that they took over for him, and her grandmother. She had to look these people up on dating apps. Look at all these people that she collected. Look at these people.
I mean, girls gotta do what the girls gotta do.
That's my point. Did her parents? They pimped out her daughter. Look at these dudes. It's like she had to sleep with all these dudes before they became her grandfather, her grandmother. Look at these guys. She just look at her as in that scene where she was also considered a monster for eating Fruit Loops and milk separately.
I eat dry cereal.
I eat dry cereal, but
No, I think because she
was sipping milk
and then
taking a bite.
Yeah, and people consider her. Everybody ignored all the brothers that she banged and killed because of the Fruit Loops scandal.
Oh,
look at these dudes. She's what? I mean, come on.
Can we get to the real topic that's important?
I was just saying she's a hoe.
Yeah. Can we move on to the real topic that's important?
All right, moving on to the real topic, with the thing that everybody here really wants to talk about. I just want to know what you guys thought about the whole Get Out.
What we thought about it
situation.
is I'd rather talk about the next topic.
Predictions. We're gonna watch. Babe, you want to go with me to see John Wick Chapter 4 tomorrow?
I told you I was going to.
We're gonna go tomorrow. John Wick Chapter 4, coming out today. Actually, it came out today. Actually, we all didn't have time to go see it.
No, we didn't.
And so Tab said that she's gonna see it. I'm sorry, I gotta
I'm
get
gonna try to
the-
see it first thing next week.
Let me get the graphic up. I'm sorry, got the wrong graphic up. So we're gonna go try to see it next. You're gonna try to see it next week. Me and Joy are gonna see it tomorrow. Maybe not. If I play my cards right, make out in the theater a little bit.
Don't
I
miss
gotta
the
watch the
movie.
movie.
Yeah. God. Make out before or after.
Or during. I don't know.
Not during. You missed the movie. It's just not smart.
I like to do the Alanis Morissette in the movie theater.
Oh gosh.
I can't focus and
Yeah, she's like, I'm trying to see. She's like, move your head, man.
Move your head.
We're trying to look at Keanu, okay?
Anyway, so let's predict what. So the predictions that the domestic box office will be around 70 million domestic,
Yeah.
over 110 worldwide.
Do you not think it'll be higher than that worldwide?
That's the question. What's your prediction?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so.
Like what? Okay, wholeheartedly. What do you think that we're like domestic? I think is going to be. I would think domestic would be around the 110, and like worldwide would be upwards.
Even higher?
Yeah.
You think domestically it's going to make 110?
With as much as this has been getting the great reviews and how much it's been talked about and how popular Keanu Reeves is and this whole freaking franchise?
Yeah.
I really do.
No, I don't got the 3-panel. Maybe. I don't know.
I just have this weird like inkling that this one's going to
I
be.
think it's going to do well, especially with there hasn't been much good at the movies.
Yeah, I know, right?
So
It's all been scary movies that I'm so sick of.
I don't know. I'm there with them. I'm agreeing with their prediction. 70 million domestic.
Seems
If this
low.
movie makes north of 70 million, like 80 or 90 to 100 where you're going, woo, then that's going to guarantee like 3 more sequels. They're already going to do that Continental spinoff.
Keanu's gold. So
I mean, he is. Please tell me y'all saw his interview with the puppies. Oh my God.
See, now all we have to do is get him and Pedro together. on the
My
screen.
brain would explode. Like literal explosions. And I'm gay.
Stay on target. Okay, let me go. Star Wars reference. Stay on target. Stay on target.
I'm like, I have this effect from these two, and I am gay. Like, really gay.
Like we were just talking about that before the show started. I was like, the power of Christ compels you. Does it? Does it really compel me? So you guys what do you think, baby? You think it's going to be north of like domestic 70 and then worldwide
I think it's
110?
gonna be more than 70.
You think it's going to make more than
Yeah.
70 million worldwide? I mean, domestically?
Yeah.
So where are you predicting? Should we put a bet on it? Should we wager?
Oh, God.
No
He's
wager?
going to make you do a sexual wager, so you be prepared for that.
I'm going to make her do a sexual wager no matter what happens. Well, so if you had to guess, what do you think it's going to make domestically?
I'm gonna say at least 90.
90 domestic.
I think the 1 to 110. I think that's going to be my guess. Like what they're expecting worldwide, I think it's going to be
100 million worldwide. I mean, there's a reason why they're guessing because they start off with online pre-sales and stuff like that, and then they add that with the buzz and stuff.
I'll go see this movie at least 4 times in the theater.
And you also have that.
Before this weekend, because that's what's going to count for this opening. Is that what you're saying? That you're going to watch it 4 times this weekend?
I mean, maybe I'll just buy the tickets.
Yeah. Okay. I'm so you guys are way north of Geekly Goods is 70 to 80 domestic.
This is also like
I'm thinking
Lance Reddick's last movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
So-
I'm with Geekly Goods. I'm like 80. I'm thinking 80 domestic and then 120
I just
worldwide.
got high goals for Keanu. I got high goals.
It's like you can do better, Kenan.
You can do better. You can do better. I know it.
Like don't be Tyrese, be Keanu.
I know, right? Exactly. Don't be a bitch.
Wow. All right, guys. Geekly already gave us his prediction. Whatever you guys' prediction of John Wick Chapter 4, let us know what they are, and let's see where it all lays out. Quick reaction to do I have the right layout for this? Full screen? No, I don't. Do I?
Small.
There we are. I was like, we couldn't get us on screen. There we go. So Joy showed me this online. This was obscure vinyl.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
And baby, tell us what this is all about.
They're like old school albums.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously very, very obscure things that whoever they really are.
So go look them up on Instagram.
Folk singers, church music,
Yeah.
stuff you've never heard of. But they've put obscene titles to these albums.
They're amazing.
What does this title say? Tiana Marie.
Tiana Marie.
What do you mean he farted on your teeth? What do you mean he farted on your teeth?
And the comments, which we don't have up, but
They're just, I'm sure, classic.
Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. I can't prepare, baby. Dry Diz said.
Wait, what's his name?
On Instagram, Dry Diz.
Okay, that's not what I thought you said.
Dry. Oh,
that might be better.
I know. I really thought you said something different.
wow. Dry Diz with a D His suggestion was Muddy Molars, best track on the record.
Muddy Molar. Oh my God.
Jim Lombard said, I love this album.
I know Chris doesn't know who this is. You might. Anne Murray would have understood.
Who the hell is Anne Murray?
She's Canada's. I don't even know what.
Must
to
be a
call
white
it.
people thing.
It's old school.
Yeah.
Tony Styles says, known by dentists as a wisdom queef.
Christian album of the year 1984.
Mike Fines.
Oh my God.
Mountain Dew and lemon juice step aside. These the farts about the strip that tooth enamel in a flash. Wow, okay.
Got too technical with it.
Beer City said, yeah, what do you mean? Let's see. Ramblin says a long forgotten means of seduction.
Yeah, well.
Oh God. Beer City Snake rattling the chiclets. Kyle says a hazard of snarfing.
Oh.
Is snarfing a thing? I know snarf from the Thundercats. What's snarfing?
I don't know.
I think he made that word up, but it just gives you the image.
It's a hazard of snarfing.
I'm sure we could look it up in the Urban Dictionary.
I know Urban Dictionary will tell us something gross. I do not like looking at Urban Dictionary. It scares me.
Oh, snarfing. And the last one that came up was, check the lady on the left. She has a boner for you. A boner? What? Let me
go back. Go back to that image.
Oh, she does.
Oh my God, she really does.
Dang, somebody likes getting part in her teeth. I was wondering if that was going to get knocked down.
It did get knocked down, but that was just the vibrations I made.
Obviously, that's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
But
snarfing is a real word.
Is it?
Like a real word.
I know, it's from Thundercats. Snarf,
no, it's
snarf.
like to eat up something very quickly. To like scarf, but snarf.
Oh, snarf.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she said a hazard of snarfing.
Eating up something quickly.
He farted on. What do you mean he farted on your teeth? So yeah, go check out
like, what does it taste like?
Obscure Vinyl on Instagram.
I mean,
Please tell me you saw Biodome. Remember when they're in Biodome and they're stuck in that closet with all the food and he farts and he takes a deep breath in and then just goes Cheeto Puffs with cheeseburger with ketchup. Not mayo. Like, he's like giving the fucking details of the farts.
Oh, God, I'm going to clip that. I forgot about that. I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Oh, I love that movie.
Real quick, before we go, let's go to We Got Your Mail.
All right.
We have it real fast. What do I have here? First thing that came up, We Got Your Mail from K Minor. He commented on Instagram. The show is amazing. He's talking about The Last of Us. The show is amazing. For me, that was our first official for me. I said that if you have if you can give us a review or something on in the comments, if you give it a for me, we will give how many? Wait, before we move on.
5 for me's is the max.
Yeah, 5. 1 out of 5. What would you give the vinyl?
Ooh.
Those that title. What do you mean he farted on your teeth? How many for me's would you give it?
I think I would give that one a 4 for me. For me.
For me. All right.
Yeah,
4 out of 5 for me.
That was a 4. I really enjoyed that one. Yeah.
But regarding The Last of Us last episode, Kyle Meyer says, show is amazing. For me, is just barely behind House of Dragon for new shows. They both such rich content. The dialogue is fantastic. I agree.
I agree 100% with him.
Yeah, I agree. And he officially gave it a...
For me.
For me. That was our first official. So, guys, if you begin any review, if you give us a comment, if you begin it with for me, you will guarantee to have it read here on the show. MS Warrior commented short review about Shazam. She saw Shazam. Short review. The movie had a little something for everyone, so bring the family along. However, the writing needed work in a few places that I won't give since the general public hasn't seen it yet. I will say that it was engaging overall and will hold viewers' attention. All right. There you go. They're getting longer. Better days ahead in regard. I can't remember. Black Twitter lost their shit when Angela Bassett lost to Jamie Lee Curtis. Between the two frontrunners for best, supporting actress, I thought Angela would slightly edge out Jamie, but I wasn't mad at the results. At the end result, they both deserve the award for their amazing performances. I just wish Angela showed a more congratulatory reaction towards Jamie Lee. I'm not gonna. I at first I did too, but at the same time, I mean, it's not like she got up and was like flipped off Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm not gonna blame a person in the moment because
it's a letdown. It's an emotion.
She feels bad for herself.
Yeah.
She's not unhappy for Jamie Lee. She was just because. You got to take it into consideration. Angela Bassett was being told by almost everybody that the momentum and the win was at her back. She was the likely winner, and then she didn't win. Anybody in that position probably would have been like,
and it was very clear. Jamie wasn't expecting it. She was like, "What the?"
She wasn't expecting it, at all.
Like, are you serious?
I mean, she won the last award. That was an indicator, but the every award before that was all Angela Bassett. So she was just. As long as Angela Bassett didn't get up and punch her in the face or pull a Kanye West, I'm gonna let you finish.
Oh my God.
Kind of a thing, but so I'll give her a pass on that. And last for We Got Your Mail, this was a polling I put up on Twitter. If you can bring only one person back to life for Scream 7, who would it be? 47% chose Rose McGowan.
That's surprising.
I was surprised on that too. Sarah Michelle Gellar came in at 40%, and Drew Barrymore came in at 13%, with Jada Pinkett getting a goose egg. Man, got to be more careful. Well, there you go for you. We got your mail, and that's why I cut things out and everything because, like we said, we already went over time, and it's already 1:30. And into the show, 1 hour and 30 minutes into the stream.
It's 1:30.
I was like, it's not 1:30.
I was trying to keep it into I always try to keep it into a tight.
Fascinated with the show.
No, our cat is watching it.
Yeah,
she really is.
At the screen.
Like legit. She's
just
staring at you.
At the screen.
She's looking at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like legit. She just keeps watching the TV.
Did she jump?
She moved, but I don't know.
She jumped when I did that?
She didn't jump, but she moved. Her ears are twitching.
Mike, there's another monitor here in the studio, and my cat is right in front of it, and she recognizes Daddy.
Now she turned away from you on camera and is looking at Joy.
She's giving me the angry face that she does.
Daddy. Ugh.
The soundboard's still up.
Ugh.
Oh, guys, that is the show. That was the rundown. I appreciate you guys for watching and indulging as once again we go into our little rants about the entertainment news and the reviews and all that good stuff. I, of course, fumbled a lot of things because once again my ADHD kicked in. I had to rearrange the studio, but we all agreed
it looks great. I love it. Yeah,
it's a more functional thing.
But I'm gonna get things to throw at him for next time.
Oh, now that you have a clear shot?
Yeah, it's going to be like, the dart things that stick, that have the little sucky things, so I can try to get to the top of his head. I think it'll work.
So next week, my lawyer will be joining the panel. The guys, like I said, I appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, and hit the like button. If you guys are watching, always support us. If you can't, with super chats or memberships or anything like that, that's fine. Hit the like button. It's free. And it makes me smile every time I see that thumbs up goes up. Or if you hit the thumbs down, I don't care. It's fine because it still helps.
Yeah. For me.
Yeah, it still makes me feel
oh my God.
Yeah, I love that. Guys, if you want to find me online, you can always go to Chris W. Fagan at T3 Media. No, Chris W. Fagan on all social medias, or at T3 Medias. I should have separated those two. And go to all the socials and you can reach out to us there. Miss Tabs, if they want to reach out to you, where can they do that?
You can get me at Let's Have Fun 012 on the Ticker Talkers, and at Tabatha.Jordan.18 on Instagram.
And babe, if they want to reach out to you, where can they do so?
Viola Fagan on TikTok, or Scrub Hats and More by Joy on Instagram.
What?
Well, guys, you know what? Should we do it? Should we? I said that we were going to do a rock, paper, scissors thing and who does the closing of the show. Y'all want to do that?
No, just play the thing.
I deleted that.
Why?
because we're going to do the rock, paper, scissors, and who gets to point to their left and tell people how to close the show.
I don't even remember what it is.
Just tell people what, just hype up the show. You know what, before that, before I close the show, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors.
Oh, God.
Guys, if you're in the Houston area, I want you guys to come by to Bay Area Raceway. Bay Area Raceway is a family-owned and operated entertainment center that is perfect for any gathering and celebration. They pride themselves on a family-friendly environment and strive to bring fun to your day. They have a large outdoor go-kart track with a huge game room and a 4,000 square foot laser tag. No, I would say about 4,100 foot square foot. That's my estimate. That's what I saw. Laser tag area that is perfect for any and all of your party's needs. I usually cheat and I knock people out and then I zap the shit out of them when they're on the ground. Please call them to see their availability to book a party for your child's next birthday or your work's next team building experiment. Should I give them the number?
Go ahead.
If you're in the Houston area, you can call 281-337-7223.
Which also is 281-337-RACE.
Really?
Yeah.
That is amazing. Why didn't you put that in the damn ad? If you guys don't know, the Bay Area Raceway, here's the, if you're a Karen, of all Karens, please talk to this lady right here. She will punch you in the face. No, she will not punch you.
I don't deal with bullies, so I don't want customers who think they can bully me. I'll just ask them to leave. And I don't deal with the customer's always right. That's not my motto.
Yeah.
I had a lady.
What did Ben Affleck say in Mallrats? He said, let me tell you something. The customer's always an asshole.
Yes. That's not always true. I got wonderful customers.
Yeah, well, that's a great area, and it's a fun place. Guys, if you're in the Houston area, you want to go have fun, go to Bay Area Raceway. At Bay Area Raceway, they'll punch you if you're a Karen. There you go. Also sponsoring the show is Scrub Caps and More by Joy. At Scrub Caps and More by Joy, we make our customized scrub caps for your scrub cappy needs.
It's very sensual, Scrub Caps and More.
Very sensual scrub caps. If you are
I think I might feel good wearing one.
If you're in the medical, babe, you can chime in anytime. If you're in the medical business and you want a sexy scrub cap,
be dental.
Yeah.
Veterinarian.
Ooh, sexy.
Yeah.
Some people like to wear them when they have other health issues. They want to cover their head.
Under your motorcycle helmets, don't want to mess up that hair. I use those.
You can use them for all kinds of things.
Yeah. So at Scrub Caps and More by Joy, where can you find Scrub Caps and More by Joy?
Well, I'm on Instagram, and you can see example of lots of hats, and the link to my Etsy store is on there as well.
That's right. So if you want Scrub Caps and More by Joy, I meant to do this advertisement in the middle of the show, so that's what I'll start doing from now on. I'll have a little sponsor break where I ad lib and I use my sexy voice for. We can mix them both up too. Scrub Caps, Bay Area, and More Raceway by Joy. We can make it. We can really mix it up here, guys. Appreciate you guys for watching the show. Let me know your questions, comments, concerns. Put it in the box below. As always, come on. Who wants to go? Who wants to do it? Come on,
you do
Rock.
it, 'cause
we're not prepared. You didn't give us the setup.
Oh, guys.
Guys, have a good day.
Oh goodness. Oh God. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching the rundown. Let us know what you guys think. Put in your questions, comments below in the comments section. If you want to watch more, you can click here, or you can click here to subscribe. Yeah, hit that subscribe button. We also have podcasts and all that stuff. Click like here, right where my junk is at, and let me know what you got. Yeah, click it. Till next time, guys. Peace.